So had she not had that $100 bill, she'd have to go home and get her money and come back. Instead, she's sitting there with $100 bills to pay for this stuff. And so, she gets more confused, but she's like, let me just pay for it. So she pays for it and she leaves. Well, you would think the story is interesting enough there. However, she goes home. She goes back and forth into the house, back to the car, into the house to bring the stuff that she bought, right? And as she comes back out to her car, the man is standing there. This is a true story. Now, a lot of women know, most of us would be like freaked out by a guy standing there that we just saw at a store. We don't even know who he is. So yeah, women would be freaked out by that. However, she was not freaked out at all. He had a kindness and a gentleness. There was something in her that just knew that he was not a threat to her. And she was definitely confused. So then he started to talk to her and he said, I know you've been through a lot in your life. You've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations. And he's like, but you're going to have a good life. You're going to have a blessed life. And they had more of an interaction than that. I don't remember the exact words that they said to each other. I just know that it was kind of a surreal experience for her. And then at one point she says he touched her hand, kind of patted it like that. And when he did that, it was a very warm, kind, gentle pat. It felt very loving and kind and real. So, however they ended that conversation, she went to go back around the car, I guess, and she turned her head away from him. And when she turned it back around, he was completely gone. There was no car driving away, no nothing, just gone. This is her story. This is what happened to her. I know a lot of people don't have this kind of faith, so they'll try to dismiss the story and say, oh, that never happened. Oh, she must be crazy. Oh, this. But those of us who try to stay close to God, who see the value in that, and or who have had some of the experiences that I'm trying to share with you on this channel, we just know that these things do happen. And I would hope for everybody to experience stuff like this so that they would know. Because I'm going to share more stories that I dealt with, even from the time I was a child, that always told me God was real and that I needed to try to stay very close to him, okay? Doesn't mean you're perfect, doesn't mean you're better than anybody else. It just means that you need to keep your faith. And I've been reminded of that my whole life, even when life has gotten very hard. And just want to share these stories with people to encourage them to try to have faith. Okay, so hope you enjoyed it. I will be telling more interesting stories coming up.